happening, world? It's K Boogie. We back, TBT podcast, episode 8. Much love to y'all, man. We got two very special guests in the building, man. Special guests, the people that we got. I got a lot of respect for. I got a lot of respect for their craft. I got respect for who they are as individuals. So right now, I'm with my man P Goods and my man Reginald Kadeem. How about y'all introduce yourself for the people?
P Goods, what's going on? What's going on? New England stand up.
Hey.
Here on TBT, you already know what it is.
Yeah.
Yo, what up? It's okay. Appreciate everybody that's listening. Shout out TBT for having us. Crazy love is in the room, and I feel it. And I appreciate all these men of color with us. And let's get it. Let's get it, man. You know what it is, man. You know what it is, man.
Let's get to it, because there's a lot going on right now, folks. It's a lot going on right now, and we're really here to address the culture from a lot of different angles. But we come from an original perspective, from our own perspective. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you guys are both in this music game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But through your music, you guys like to reflect a lot of what's happening in society. So right now we in a place in society where there's a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of things to be addressed. Mm-hmm. Do you guys feel an obligation to address these things?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Doesn't matter what you do or how into your craft you are. Whatever it is, you have an opportunity to contribute to being a part of the solution instead of just ignoring it. Because if you ignore it, you're a part of the problem. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It doesn't matter how much people want a club, turn up, whatever, you still gotta stop. Even the greatest, I'm saying Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, you know what I mean? Like, come on, James Brown.
Yeah.
They all, like, when it came down to there being a large issue in the community, they all stopped what they was doing and they addressed that situation.
You were never confused about what Marvin Gaye's stance was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it came to his people, you were never confused about what Michael Jackson thought. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, the level of star he was and what he represented was so much bigger than just being black.
Exactly.
But you knew how he felt about everything. So that's real.
For me, I definitely have an obligation. And it's just from two really simple things, in my opinion. For one, art imitates life. And because art imitates life, whatever's going on around you is just I feel like it's a necessary to speak upon. There's no way that we ever go through what we feel and how it interacts and everything that we say, and it's not inspired from something that's happened. Because, like, for example, for dudes and think about, making club records, for example. I mean, I have nothing wrong with that either. Like, I be in the club, like, I have fun, But it's like, if it's solely that, it's like, that idea just to get money, that comes from somewhere. Like, where does that come from? Find out where that part of you is. And then, the second is, I had this conversation with my boy, Hassan Barkley, amazing producer, amazing musician. Shout out to HB, dog.
That EP
Heaven is your last dream. Heaven is your last dream. It's crazy, dog. And he did Bigelow. He did produce all of Bigelow. He's nice.
Man.
Plug. Plugging that in. But we was talking. He was like, "Yo," we was like, "There's a difference." And I think when a lot of artists talk about speaking on, like, that obligation about speaking about things, they think of consciousness. It's like that word has gotten so watered down over the years.
Yeah.
But it's not consciousness. It's just substance. It's just bringing a substance to these things.
Thank you.
It's just substance, bro. That's what it is.
You hear that?
I hear that too much.
It's like, you don't, like, okay, some people want to be referred as conscious. That's cool. Give them that. But, like, dog, it's really just substance. Don't think you got to box yourself in because you're talking about something political.
Right.
It's like, nah, you ain't boxing yourself in. You speaking on what you about. That's it. So, get your head out your ass, dog.
That's what it is.
Get some substance, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Kanye did it. Tupac, like, everybody did it.
That's a fact. Pac is a fact.
Pac is a staple of the substance.
And he was that thorough. He was still just as thorough.
Right.
Yeah, dog.
That's why it's important for everybody to be able to show that you do got that side. Because who wants to be unconscious anyway?
Right.
Saying you're a vegetable if you're unconscious.
You're sleeping.
So,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm woke. I'm all the way woke. And I hear what
I'm all the way woke.
I hear what people is saying and okay, because it's like we love our lives and we aware where we live. We're not in the matrix, nigga. We see all the numbers on the wall. So
Right.
why not speak about it and still have some fun?
Yeah, dog. 100%.
Absolutely.
That ass. With rap music or hip hop right now, because that's the field that you guys are in, so that's what we're gonna speak on. So with hip hop right now, do you feel like what's out right now, or what you're seeing in hip hop right now, is an accurate reflection of where we are as a people?
I think it's an accurate reflection, but I think it's not the only reflection. I think that they kind of trying to I think the way the game's set up right now, they oversaturate it with one certain aspect and make you kind of feel like another side of it is uncool, so that you can no longer even want to tap into that side of yourself. You know what I mean? It's kind of whack that a shooting has to happen or something like this has to happen
for you to popular to talk about. Right,
for you to be able to want to go listen to what people have to say about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it's been happening for years, like, over 100 years, 200 years, you know what I mean? So I think that the game is just, the way it is right now set up is foul, but at the same time, it's the listeners that gotta really, you know what I mean, untap themselves from the matrix and realize what they're supporting and why they need to support it, because the media is already proven to you time and time again that it can't be trusted. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
for me, I think it actually is reflective and not reflective of I think what the black community wants, but what, again, going back to capitalism, when money circulates, you know, and it's like, it makes sense. Like, I get it. Like, you know, there's times where there's certain fads of types of hip hop, and it's been in like every like kind of decade, like not decade but era, like smaller eras. Like you think about gangster rap when it came out with NWA leading that charge, and then a little bit more street conscious shit with AZ, Nas, and then Jay-Z and Big, and then you go that transition to like late 90s to like early 2000s when you're transitioning from the street stuff to more bling bling fashion stuff, and then you transition from bling bling fashion to drugs. It's like, yo, it's everything has this like little niche at point. So I'll say it's reflective of what like I said, the dollars want to circulate, but for what of kind of people are like really feeling and like painting or feeling with pain. It's like it's not at all. But you know, it's again, it goes back to, it's a matter of perception. It's all a matter of perception. So
it's definitely pushed. There is an agenda. And if a nigga gonna wake up and be like, I need to make some bread today, and I'm gonna go in the studio, well, shit, the easiest shit to make it is some trap or drill shit.
Right? Exactly.
You know, and if that's conducive of who you are, and you really walk around heavy, and you gotta sell drugs in order to eat, Tusabe, like, I hear you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad at you. If that's not what you do, and you're just popularizing that and making it so other people consume it and think that's the way to go, then you're just feeding the monster. Like, you brought up NWA. Like, them niggas was still... That's what they were gangbanging. They were against the police.
They said some shit. They were saying shit.
Not all of them was gangbanging though.
We know Dre's history. Dre was in the gray suits. We know that.
All gangsters.
Collectively,
there's a couple of heavy hitters with them niggas.
They had a backing.
They knew what they was getting into, even being around them niggas. Yeah. You could just be around someone and you gotta really, like, if he got drum and you with him,
then you know.
You already know what it is.
Right.
Similar to what you're saying, though. Similar to what you're saying. Good math. Like, if hip hop is a huge part of black culture, huge part, and if we could actually use it, I think we could actually take over. Take over in terms of all fashions of life, and music's so powerful, But the one thing that has been constant in an undertone and no one really talks about is the disrespect of women of color in music. It's never changed. It's always been the same type of disrespect. And then when push comes to shove and issues like this happen, black men want the comfort of the women of color, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
well, I mean, to speak, you mentioned two things, so I'm gonna speak on the first thing first. We're at a point right now in music where there's like, we talking about, just for example, like XXL freshman list. Like, a lot of these kids, like, there's almost zero substance on that cover. You know what I'm saying?
You're taking away from Kodak Black and Davies, nigga.
And Anderson Pot.
Almost. Anderson is one thing. Denzel Curry, he got some, but most of these kids, they ain't talk about nothing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So the fact of the matter is, like, where it reflects right now, like, these kids are talking about gangbanging, busting guns.
If that's what the fuck they're doing, then they are talking about something, and that is a reality that needs to be brought to the American forefront. This shit
hasn't been that for a long time.
What is Kodak Black arrested for right now? Fucking kidnapping?
You're talking about one person. I'm talking about music in general. You know what I'm saying? Kodak Black, like, I'm not saying he doesn't really do shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about substance and music. So the idea is, like, if we talking about people who actually, you know what I'm saying, bust their gun, or people who actually gangsters and then go talk about it on record, we're a long way from the time when that actually happened. Because most people now who make that kind of music are just making music. They just quote unquote expressing themselves like you know what I'm saying? Dudes who've been popularized for years now. Like, yo, but before like the Fat Joe, Jay-Z era, that's when the real gangsters were really rapping about gangster shit. Since then, it's just popular. People saw, oh, they getting money rapping about gangster shit. Let me rap about that. Because that's what popular.
Right.
It's just kids getting in the studio and that's what they rap about.
Are you saying Fat Joe's not a gangster?
No, I said he's from the last era of people who used to do that.
You said before Hov and Fat Joe.
Yeah, that's when people actually used to do that. That era is what I'm talking about.
It's interesting because it's like just hearing from what OK and from what everybody's saying, it seems like it's a battle between keeping the culture or financing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like that's what the real battle is.
Yeah,
because back then, like, it's crazy. I saw this interview where Ice-T was like, Ice-T was talking about Tupac. He was like, what made Tupac crazy is because Tupac would actually go out and do what he was rapping about. So that made me change my perspective on everybody that I thought was gangster. Because I always thought Ice-T was this light-skinned gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like pimp/gangster. You know what I'm saying? So like to hear him say that showed me that even back then there was like CB4s out there. There were a bunch of people. He wasn't about it. But there was enough variety where they could get away with doing that. And that would be respected still because there were other people feeding different aspects of the culture. I mean, now it's all about if you ain't talking about lean or you ain't talking about tricking or spending money or talking about how much that shorty is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? You can't get in the game.
Yo, you go against the status quo, you won't win, and that's what it is. Like for me personally, dog, like I'm dead ass like. Shit, like again, going back to that all Black Lives Matter, like yo, like I'm dead ass like. I have friends that are on the LGBTQ spectrum. I have friends that are disabled. I have friends that are like foreign to here and English isn't their first language. So if I'm rapping, I'm thinking about them. I'm not just thinking about just black men. And I think that's what happens in hip hop because it's overpopulated by black men. It's black men speaking to what the system of like or what is said like what black man wants. Like you said, money, guns, drugs, etc., etc. That's what gets perpetuated. So it's like,
but it's bigger. Hip hop's way bigger than being black now.
It is. That's the thing.
It's like, a huge industry.
Things have come in, and when you have like, I love when Cudi said like, "Yo, like hip hop doesn't speak about the LGBTQ community," and that's a very, very true thing. And why? Because it's been taboo for black men who are the forefront or forerunners of hip hop for years. So it's like.
Homophobia is a huge thing in hip hop.
Yeah, of course. Like that's just blacks in general and black society in general.
There's a lot of down low niggas out there that
of course
talk about shit.
Yes, bro. Like that's very it's like
be you if you real. That's what being real is. Being you, nigga.
Free D-Ray, yo. Free D-Ray. But if you gay like that meant
that's a fact.
He came out even know.
And it doesn't even matter. It don't matter. I didn't even know.
He spoke about it once. He addressed it in the interview. He said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's me. But that's him. And he's being upfront about who he is. And now you want to demonize him for it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, very much matters. Yeah. Very, very much matters.
Man, exactly.
Absolutely.
So that's some real shit, bro.
Doesn't D-Ray got kids?
No,
I mean, if he had kids, that doesn't... Yeah, you can still be gay and have kids.
No, I'm just...
Nah, but I don't think he does, actually.
I don't think he has any kids.
I don't think he does.
I mean, and then when you think about these protests, when it comes to, Black Lives Matter, some of the strongest supporters...
are... queer women.
Yeah.
Queer black women are the forefront runners of all so much of these protests, bro.
Shout out to Sid the Kid. We had her on the last episode.
Hey.
She's a real one. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, exactly. On the forefront of this shit and really pushing things forward. And then we want to, like I said, we want to make it popular or cool to bring women down or cool to gay bash and shit like that. That shit's lame, bro. That's insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be super insecure to be really concerned about what another man does in his private life. Like, why do you care? Do I look at another man and the first thing I think when I look you up and down is like, yo, I wonder if he like this. Like, nigga, why do I care?
Wait, that means you thinking about
exactly. Why are you thinking about that? I don't care, bro. Like, I care about like who you are. How can we build together? I don't care about that other shit, bro. Like, that's some weird shit in itself to even think like that, bro.
No, but I mean, the insecurity is definitely hitting the nail on the head, and it's really like, if you're not comfortable with yourself, then you're gonna transcend that. You're gonna put that onto someone else in order to combat that person. Because it's easier to hate someone else than to self-loathe, right? Or to admit that what you're doing. So I'm gonna be like you. When really I'm mad at myself because I'm not comfortable in my own skin. Like, nah, man, I'm not like that. I love myself. We all kings in this room, man. Even, especially my man with the camera too. I know you understand on camera. That's what I'm
yeah, shout out to the cameraman, dog. So it seems like the general consensus is, I mean, my man P Good said a little bit differently, but it seems like the consensus is rap as a whole does not reflect our community. Not at least not perfectly. There seems to be a disconnect there.
There's definitely a disconnect, and I think there's it's not necessarily by the players, but I think that the way the system's set up is to shut down our connection to the culture.
So what's the system then?
I think it's very strategic because there's millions and millions of dollars put into people who are, you know what I mean, they're thinking tanks. You know what I'm saying? They watch how what makes people do certain things, certain behaviors. And so it's interesting to watch, like, as certain people in the game chase money, how they have to disconnect from the culture, and then new cultures and colors are filling that void. So it's like it should be well rounded. Back in the day, we had the BC Boys, we had Vanilla Ice, we had Eminem.
I love BC Boys. Shout out to Intergalactic.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
License to L.
Oh, man.
Exactly. And then with all aspects of the game.
Yeah.
Now when you look at it, it's like some of the conscious or the more hip hop sound, you'll see more white people representing that. And then more of the black people representing the trap, the lean, the gangbang and stuff. You know
That's crazy. That's actually a good point. I can't name one white rapper that's on the forefront that promotes the lean and the gun.
The drug culture.
Wait, what's up with my name? Slim Jesus, nigga. That nigga.
He had a stint. He had a quick stint. And he was a world star runner.
That nigga now.
I'm not gonna lie. I heard that song and I was like, wait. I was like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then I seen the video. I was like, I did not expect the white kid, dog.
Behind the green screen too.
Wait, was he?
He was behind the green screen.
Nah, chill.
Nah. I don't think he was.
Don't say that.
That's what
Don't do my dude Slim Jesus like that. Don't do
That's what I heard from
That nigga, he just looked mad uncomfortable.
I'm not gonna lie. I heard the lyrics and I thought, I was like, yo, this is a drill rapper. This shit's crazy.
Yeah.
And I seen the video. I was like, yo, I know this nigga's not about this. Like, I was pissed off. Because I fucked with the lyrics. I fucked with the dog.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what I mean though. It's like kids see that and they know that's what makes money, so that's what they talk about.
Yeah,
they don't necessarily gotta live that life to rap about it.
At all.
They feel it's a reflection
how
of
much
what influences them.
You know how much teens I work with, and they're like, I know them, I know their parents. They go from to and from home, and then they send me a SoundCloud link, and it's like 30 on my waist, shooting you in the face. Then I'm like, yo, bro, I just dropped you off at your crib, and your mother thanked me later, and she was like, yo, like I know your life, you're not about that, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy to me, dog. It's like, what? I don't know, man.
Nah. That's facts though. So the disconnect is from a system point. So like, what drives that? Is it money?
It's money. It's where people are willing to spend their money. And I mean, back in the day, it's like, if you really think about it, the largest consumers of hip hop were always white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Facts. Well, I mean, who's spending the bread?
Who's spending the bread? We still ain't spending the bread.
We download this shit.
We down YouTube the MP3 all day.
Right.
So you gotta think like.
Don't say that too loud. I don't need them fucking link up the link and cut that bitch off. I use that motherfucker.
My man shit on.
Don't say that too loud, yo. Forget what you just heard.
Yo.
Anybody from YouTube's listening.
Off the record. But you know, it's funny because now it's like, look at what we feeding them. Back then, we was straight fight the power, and everybody was with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was
because it was just us.
It was just us, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, it's definitely, it's a matter of the fact that we set trends and then kind of have to look from outside the house into the window to see what's really going on, because nobody's really even making money like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really in the game.
Not off just recording.
Not off just recording.
Definitely not off just recording.
You know what I'm saying? So, and now we're in a world where it's direct to consumer. Like, you could, you know what I mean? You could do everything yourself. You know what I mean? And you got people who really reflect that you might not hear on a grand scale like Kanye or like Nipsey Hussle or somebody like that. But they're making all the difference in the community. You know what I'm saying? And I think that those are the people that we have to empower more.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And put ourselves behind, because that's how they get elevated. Like, we wouldn't have heard about any of these shootings if it wasn't for somebody being on camera.
Facts.
And exposing it to the people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta expose the positivity to the same. We gotta expose it the same way.
I mean, but if you just look at the grand scheme of who's really big right now in hip hop, like there's a lot the people up and coming. You're right. That seems to be overloaded with like this drug rap and this like lack of substance as a whole. But like the biggest players in hip hop who have the longest careers, seem to be people who have content to their music.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If you look at like you said, Kanye or like a Kendrick,
Jay
J. Cole.
that tracks, Spiritual.
Yeah.
Jay, right?
I didn't really love it, but it's something. So,
Exactly, but
yeah.
it's still there. You know what I'm saying? Like he still touches on those issues whenever he drops any type of project. You know what I'm saying? Because he does it whenever the fuck he wants to. These days. You know what I'm saying? So, but he addresses this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows what his voice empowerment is. So where does that get lost? You know what I'm saying? To the new kids coming up, like why don't the kids coming up see that and like want to reflect that?
Because I think a lot of it is just the easy route. Like, I mean, in this game, and I've been guilty of this too. Like, just once you realize that, you know, the opportunity to work with the label is like, yo, that's my way in. I'll be paid. I'll be good. Like, you start to kind of lose what you're really supposed to do, which is be creative. And saying Jay came in the game with his own label, independent, paying people. Kanye came in the game. He snuck through the side door. Right. You know what I mean?
With the beats. He had the beats. He was the beat guy. You know what I guess you give him the studio time. I guess so.
Exactly. Nas came in the game, no features. You know what I'm saying? He came in the game working hard, man. Like, and I think that's the media makes it seem so easy now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, big shout out to Designer, but he's a prime example. I mean, I've heard so many different people say he came to their office with 2-3 songs. You know what I'm saying? And that's all he needed.
That's all he needed.
Back then, you needed like 30 songs. Like we needed
a project.
Right,
you need a full project.
You need a project. You need a press release. You need a fucking a manager that's gonna push your shit right. You need a tour date plan. Like you need mad shit.
You needed mad.
It's just you got the songs. They're like okay.
To address what you brought up, K Boogie, and once again you're gonna have to speak once in a while. But just even going to what OK said, like I work with youth. I work with younger niggas, right? And so one of the reasons that they're gonna listen to someone like you or someone like me is because I look like them and I'm not too far in difference of age. And I understand what they're saying and I can talk to them about what I've been doing. They're kind of like, all right, he's hip, so he might know what the fuck he's talking about. When you got someone who's older talking about like build your catalog, generate this revenue, do it this way, move like a grown man. These niggas is fucking 16 and some might have to be home by 8 and some their parents ain't home till the next day, so they do whatever the fuck they want. So like that, who are they? How can they relate to that? And like that message, the people who are close to the age, I think ASAP Rocky at least he kind of promotes. Kind of be yourself type thing. So that I could definitely fuck with that. But a lot of other shit is like it's still with that hopeless shit. Like nigga, they don't know who to listen to. That's why they still go back and listen to a Pac. You know what I'm saying? Or listen to old Nas because that's when them niggas are a little bit younger, so they can hear some of what they're going through in their voice. You know what I mean? So that's why they're hit to that.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that, man.
So. As a whole, right? If you look at the landscape of what's out right now, and is there any message that you could like legit, not even on wax, like not even on a record, but if you could just like reach out to people who listen to your music and like tell them one thing, like what would that be?
Love the gay community, LGBTQ community. Like yo, like they like you said, queer black women specifically are like one of the biggest fighters for black men, for straight black men, which is crazy because like they could have been wrote us off, but they still fight. So like really like like I think it's very, very important because I have a lot of friends that are of that community, and to know that they're fighting for my rights, like just as much as I try to like to think and fight for theirs. Just like the same thing with women and like with like feminism and stuff like that. Like I'd see that and I'm like like this is very important, dog, because like we can't. There's no. People who say all lives matter, all lives can't matter until someone's life actually matters. So black life doesn't matter, then all life still matters. Yeah. Same thing where it's like, we can't say black lives matter if I'm beating the fucking dead horse by saying this again, but like
you dropping your point across.
It's important, dog. Like it's like inclusion, dude. Like it's like we shouldn't be exclusive with this movement. Definitely aware of like what's going on with it, but not exclusive, dog. So that's one thing I would just say, to love and support the LGBT.
I mean, just to piggyback off of that, I think it's important for us to show the support in each other. And I mean, regardless of what side of life you live on, I mean, we all need that. Like, there's so much like even myself, I just know there was things I did in my life, and there's parts of my life where I spent it in the wrong places, in the wrong mindset, and all I really needed was love. And I think that, you know what I mean? And I think that's all we need is for somebody out there to show that they care. You know what I'm saying?
Dog.
And the type
Simple
of stuff that exactly. So the type of like, imagine if more police officers showed more respect, paid more homage to the fact, hey, yo, we know you guys go through a lot. We just need, this is just a part of the process. Like, it's all about how the police officer talks to you. If you're talking down to me, you know what I'm saying? So
that's real, bro.
That's,
I don't want
that goes back to the training, though. That goes back to like a huge infrastructure of police. What needs to be changed is so much things, and that's just the first thing. Is just how you interact with someone.
I've seen police officers approach scenarios, and like the way you approach a scenario really determines how it escalates or de-escalates. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen a police officer walk up to a crowd and come to someone like, hey, listen, man, like, y'all gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, this is gonna happen. Like, if I can't do nothing about it, but I'm gonna have to call people over if y'all don't disperse. Right. Or he'll come over, hey, get the fuck out. Yeah. Like, yo, you determine how a situation will play out based on how you address people, you know what I'm saying?
Especially when you're in a position of power, dog.
Exactly.
Like, yo, imagine if I'm a teacher.
You gonna flex your power on people?
Dog. If I go into a class and the class is like disruptive, I'm like, yo, I don't want to hand out like suspensions or put anybody in detention. So like, I need y'all to relax, you know. Versus like everybody in here is going to detention. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Why the fuck am I going to detention?
And then you're gonna get more unruly.
It's like,
I'm already fucked up now. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're right, but about respect.
Not to say you need to have those police officers to come in and be rowdy and shit. Mm-hmm. But to appreciate the yin, there has to be a yang. Mm-hmm. And so when you're talking about those teachers that would come in and you know, blast off and say, everyone got detention. Yeah. And then you got that one teacher that's mad, who's like, yo, come on, if we do, I'll be like, oh, I would rather that, because I know what that sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want that. And that goes with music, that goes with everything that we're talking about right now. Like, it depends on how you're trying to connect. But we already know the negatives.
We know the yang of the motherfucker. We know the yang. We want the yin, nigga. Like, damn, bro. The fuck?
You're looking for it.
Yo, keep talk that shit. Oh, talk that shit, bro. That was real.
That's facts. That's what it comes down to, man. So just support yours, man. Support yours. That's all we need, man. There's a lot of people making it. You know what I mean, they're making it happen, and it's just from having a strong community. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need, like, I think that's really what it is. Like, people stopped investing in themselves. They want, like, everybody got this whole, like, I need a daddy thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need the labels. You know what I mean?
They want somebody to walk them through this shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put that effort in, bro.
Because what the labels are going to do, or even anybody who's paying you to do something, when you at work, you know what I mean? When you don't work for yourself, you got to go by whatever their rules are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what people forget.
Most times,
right.
I'm kind of X-variable. We'll cut that up, though.
Right. But see, you got to move smooth regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you invest in yourself, or when you know what I mean, when you're catering to people who invest in you, you get to do things a little bit more, a little different.
You create your own structure, you create your own system, you create your own rules.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, and that's what we're seeing now, and that's another dope thing about music right now. You've seen a lot of the independent movement is being pushed, and not talking about the fake independent shit. There's a lot of fucking industry plants. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas who got a fucking backing behind them, and they like to act like, oh no, I'm doing this on my own. I did this shit by myself. Like, nigga, fuck out of here, bro. Like, come on, bro. But like the true aspect of being independent, I'm talking about like people who just making their music, pushing shit out to the internet, or like to their connection to their fan base, wherever it may be, and they're actually touching the people, and they're really building their own community. And that's something that's popular now, and I think the internet gives people a lot of power.
Yeah, it's
it's a lot of power right now, and yes, there's way more music than there's ever been because of the internet, and there's probably a lot more trash just like because of that, you know what I'm saying? But it still gives people that ability to be like, hey, listen, this is what I love, this is what I do, check me out. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Just to piggyback off what you're saying, man, if you don't have the pressure of the label telling you when to drop something, what the type of music it is, and things of that nature. Look at Lupe Fiasco, for instance. Right?
Oh, man,
that dude.
I love the guy.
Yeah,
for real, dog.
Remember when he had full autonomy, when he was throwing out those
before
mixtapes?
Atlantic nigga and Lasers.
And then they just
he was the best rapper. He was the best rapper alive.
He's my favorite.
Like 2-3 years.
Dog, he was my favorite rapper, bro.
I'll fight niggas to say that shit. Like for like 2 to 3 years, Lupe was the best rapper.
Yeah,
y'all heard Dumb It Down.
Hell yeah.
That was an example.
I can still see that shit and hear some new shit I ain't heard last time.
But yeah, 100%.
That's it though. Like, you lose your creativity, you lose focus on what made you, and you're now focusing on a deadline. You're focusing on an expectation of someone else that is just trying to pump money out of you.
Yeah.
It's conformity. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with education. So at where I work, at the teen center where I work, and fuck y'all, come through if you want. Written on the wall is art is the absence of fear, and like I believe it's an Erykah Badu quote. And shout out to Sid the Kid again, because she's the one who chose it. She's the one who arranged the space, and we're about empowering people, right? We're about empowering people. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And therefore we're empowered, right? And we build from that. So you need to be afforded the opportunity to be creative, to be yourself, whatever it is. You're queer, you're straight, you're light skinned, you're dark skinned, you're this, you're that, whatever it may be. And we got Latinos and blacks all functioning in the same place with straight gay. Everybody functions there. And we talk about everything. We already get off the vibe. The alarm went off the other day. And I didn't even know it went off. This is yesterday, as a matter of fact. And we all in the back chilling. We about to go on our little Pokemon adventure. Somebody look up like, the Jakes is walking here. I'm like, what, nigga? Stood up, went over there. Like, can I have, and mind you, I don't got on no staff shirt. I'm wearing my the fucking entree shit that says allergic to bullshit. Can I help you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we heard that one. Now we good. And walk them out, right? Because I'm empowered. Because I'm with 15 other niggas that's on the same shit. Like, what are they doing in here? You're not allowed in here. And collectively, we build.
That's crazy. I didn't even walk in there.
Right? And even, because the door was wide open, but that's how we left it open. But to get back to the spaces where you have to be able to get away from that conformity. Like, even, so you go to school and they're like, write an essay and it has to be this long and spaced this way. And it's like, how about you give me some shit, let me learn it, and then I'll express to you what I got from it.
Yeah.
And then you judge me based off that. And that's what all art is.
And I'm gonna say, and as being artists, like I'm sure you guys can understand, like, or agree, like that's got to be stifling to have to work for somebody for your art. To have your art have to be structured by someone else. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's got to kill motivation.
That's to tell you what's good or what's not good.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's what killed me. I mean, y'all remember how big Papoose was about to be?
Wow,
that's crazy. Nigga brought the Papoose,
that's
bro.
Crazy.
Nigga, I thought after the Touch It remix, I thought he was gonna be the biggest nigga.
A lot of niggas say he was coming.
Right. Papoose was supposed to be the second coming, dog.
Right.
Yo, they were saying like niggas supposed to be like the next Big L type shit. Like no bullshit, nigga. Like,
he still holding down.
He was crazy, dog.
Still held it down, but you know what stopped him was the labels. I mean, I'm not on no racist tip, you know what I mean? But what him and DJ K Slay said was, ain't no old white man gonna tell me what my culture or what my
that's not racist at all. That's valid, nigga. Like, yo, dog, like you're not from these streets. You're not saying what I'm saying. How you gonna say, yo, as a professional of understanding African American art, this is not a problem.
Because I got a degree.
Nigga, you got a
degree on me.
It's like yo, it's like one of my favorite things is talking about, like, speaking of which, my fault, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like war, dog, like people go to study war, you know what I'm saying? Versus people who are in these trenches, it's like, dog, that shit's so perplexing to me. Like, I understand battle strategies. It's like, dog, have you ever had a bullet go past your ear? It's like, that's just like Mike Tyson's quote. Everybody has a plan to get fucking sucker punched in the jaw. It's like, dog, like, that should go out the window. You don't know shit about where I'm at. My fault, P, dog.
No, you good.
Dog.
That's a great example. That was a great example, bro. And I mean, you got to be in the field, man. And the thing is, I think that's where it stops. It's like once it became about money, and there was an opportunity for the system to control. They took control and they just took away the whole culture. You know what I'm saying? Now when you spitting some conscious stuff, they're like, oh, like he a Talib Kweli ass nigga, or like
trying to categorize him.
But they downgrade somebody who actually got substance.
Right.
I mean, and that kills me because I get that all the time. You know what I'm saying? And
that's
I'm like,
lame, bro.
Your shit's hot. Both of y'all shit's hot.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Most definitely. We back. TBT podcast, man. Welcome back, people. Right now, I really want to ask you guys, like, because you both okay and good. It's like y'all both got into music and y'all been doing y'all thing for a little minute now.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to that, like, who influenced you? Like what made you think that music was like your calling, like your path? Because it's not something you guys are doing as a hobby. Y'all really going hard with y'all shit. You know what I mean?
For me, it was. I know they have influencers as far as like, you know, my style and stuff like that, but to actually pursue this shit was definitely like, if a mainstream artist, Lupe Fiasco, Lupe really, really like, dog. I remember when I first heard Food and Liquor, 2006, and I'm like, dog, what the fuck is this? This is a debut album that had Jay-Z featured. I don't know any other artist that has on there. Maybe I might be wrong. Maybe we should fact check that, but I don't know any other debut album from an artist that had Jay-Z on there featuring. And brought Jay-Z out to bring a fire verse. I heard Food and Liquor, and then from there on, I was like, yo, Lupe, dog. Like, I was already kind of rapping, doing my little thing. And I was like, dog, like, he's like me, dog. Like, yo, he likes anime, dog. Like, he's from an area that's rough. Like, he understands that this world is bigger than just, you know, his street where he's at. There's multiple constructs of his life. And, yo, he brought that and brought it to light. And I was like, yo, I rock with this dude. So like Lupe was really my biggest influencer to be like, yo, you can actually do this. Representative of some like a weirdo black kid that was like kind of out
dope,
there,
bro. You know why it's dope, bro? Because I always listened to a nigga like Lupe when I was a kid, and that nigga would make me not want to rap because he was that nice nigga, like dead ass. When I heard you hear Food and Liquor, it's like damn, like nigga, like peep niggas don't rap like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not some shit that you hear. So I'm like, damn, like that can really make somebody understand like for a debut record.
Dude.
To come out, you know what I'm saying, like that, like that's probably one of the best debut records I've ever heard.
Yeah, ditto.
That Lupe, man, I never think about Lupe when people ask me that question, but now you guys got me really thinking. Lupe is like, he was on another level, man.
On another level.
But it was kind of like the same thing where it's like there were certain people I admired, and I liked the fact that I'm seeing them make it. You know what I mean, and make it to a high level because this is always something that I enjoy doing. You know what I mean? I think that inspired me, but from everything from like Michael Jackson to Max B to 50, like
that was a dope ass spectrum. You said Michael Jackson and Max B. That was a dope spectrum, nigga.
People are using Max B's locked up right now.
Facts.
But people are using wavy. Like, come on, like, he set a wave and he like.
Yeah, it's still, and it's, you know what a wave does.
Yeah, dog.
It keeps going.
I heard people in the UK, some UK rappers saying wavy, like, you know what I mean? Like, they was on, they had London, like, they were on another level.
Yeah, it is everywhere, man. That's true. Like, he really originated that shit. I don't know why niggas came at Kanye for the whole wave shit. I don't get that because like
Wiz Khalifa was just like, yo, stay off wave, bro.
Yeah,
he
but
pretty
like,
much just like, yo.
he's not the first nigga to do that though. I mean, the name is album, like it's different, but like. Niggas been using it, naming records. I mean, but you're right though. That's Charlie Wingate, man. Free that man.
But you know what I realized? Even if it was nothing, like if it was like he had no point in doing it, still put shine on Max because now everybody's like, yo, why is
and he put Max on the album?
Yeah, he had to put Max on the album.
You have to give some respect.
Change the album name and still put him on.
He put some respect on his name. He put some respect on his name. He got it right.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, who did y'all like? Who else did y'all listen to though? Like, just coming up, and not even as influences, just like who was some of your favorite artists?
Man,
like actually, let's do the top 5.
Oh,
let's do it,
man!
Let's do it.
Jesus Christ! Top 5 DOA or top 5 ever? Like
DOA. Because I'm talking about coming up. So
I mean, all right, so. Man, this is going to change. Whatever podcast y'all hear me on next, this is probably going to change.
That's real. That's real. Yeah.
I'm going to say this is influence and this is their work in particular combined. Lupe, Black Thought, Cameron, Jay-Z, and Rakim.
That's solid.
Is it? Because I'm not as.
I think Black Thought's so underrated.
Yeah.
Inclined as you guys. Oh no! Excuse me. Almost said something stupid. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Shout out to the Roots, nigga.
Yeah, shout out to the Roots. Exactly.
I think he's so underrated, man.
Yeah,
so
Black Thought is.
I respect you putting him on that list.
Crazy.
Black
Thought is an animal, bro.
Yeah,
Black Thought's an animal, bro.
Yo, he's an animal.
But yo, that literally might change like tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah,
not transcendentalist, but it's some movement. I think Thoreau was a part of it. And it says, "I'll say what I say today, even if it contradicts what I say tomorrow."
Exactly, 100%. That's exactly what. Yo, Hit it on the head.
Because it's what you feel at that moment. You can't lie to yourself.
He's not lying. He might feel differently tomorrow, nigga.
Yeah.
What about you?
What about you, good? What's your top 5, bro? You have to. I gave you some time to think. You know what I'm saying?
You did, man. I didn't think his list was way too dope.
You had a dope top 5.
So Cameron's definitely up there. Like Cameron, definite.
Talk about influence.
Yep.
That man.
50. I'm trying to think of what Styles P.
Wow, yeah, the Ghost.
Yo, SP the Ghost.
SP the Ghost.
Most Def. I don't know. It was just
Mathematics.
bro, that whole album.
Mathematics.
Black on both sides.
Black on both sides was crazy, bro.
Damn,
From Miss Fat Booty to
fucking
my
Boogie Man, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
shit was crazy.
Yo, so
Yo, for real. And Umi says got me through some shit, bro. When my grandmother passed, nigga, I had to listen to that shit like on replay.
Yeah, bro,
for
see.
real.
You got one more?
I got one more. Dang, who I got?
Okay, on it, nigga.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
Dang. Jeez, it'll be a tie between Jay-Z and Tupac, bro.
Alright, that's
Okay. Okay.
They serve two different purposes for me.
And yeah, exactly. See, that's what I'm always. I don't want to get into the Tupac debate today. You know what I'm saying?
today.
We
Don't
done
do
done
that. Don't do
We
that.
Not today.
We had that on.
But nah, I respect that top 5 definitely, man.
Just to even
Shit, I gotta
piggyback
get
off
mine
of what
ready.
y'all saying, like it's all in the mood. Dog, it's all in the mood, and it's all about the purpose of the artist, because it might hit you during a certain time, and their message resonates at that moment in time. And then it
That's why
did-
you're talking about the influence.
Oh,
the
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, shoot, talk about top 5. Definitely Pac. And I don't. I'm not going to put them in order, but Pac's in there. Lupe's in there. Man, I'm not gonna lie, Eminem's in there, and I'm saying this, Eminem,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
At the time,
Catalog.
yourself, nigga.
Yeah,
you're right. I'm gonna be real.
You are being real. Like, yeah, I like that.
And those are timeless. Those guys are timeless.
That's
to
3.
me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, and I said that twice in a row now. Kendrick
Okay.
speaks to me.
There we go.
Speaks to me, man.
There you go.
Nah, you right though.
Yeah.
Man, speaks to me, and I'll say for my 5th, it's a toss up.
We said no particular order. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Pete
Okay.
Good's kind of he had two. He had like
He put a 6 on there.
Yeah.
He put a 6 on there.
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
Little 6 man.
Yeah.
Andre 3000, man.
3 stacks.
Yeah, 3 stacks, yo.
Yeah.
3 stacks of Welsh. You said toss up.
Sense. Hey,
Yo, capital punishment, dog. Very important.
Pun, Pac, Q-Tip.
Yeah, Q-Tip too.
Definitely Kendrick here with us now, and I'll stick with Lupe, man. Lupe
Yeah.
resonates.
I like that.
Resonates.
Yeah, dog.
for real.
Yo, y'all made me realize there was a lot of nice cats out there, bro.
On my top 5, Kendrick, there's an asterisk next to you because it's like the whole TDE.
Yo.
The whole TDE.
You know what's funny? Actually, I love Kendrick, but J-Rock's actually my favorite in TDE, dog.
I would
love
say
J-Rock.
Schoolboy then J-Rock. You know what I'm saying? J-Rock's right there with Kendrick for me.
And don't slight soul, nigga.
Oh yeah, of course
Nah,
not. Crazy.
Yo, he's a beast.
Book of
The whole
Soul.
squad.
You listen
for
to
real.
Book of Soul
But
at
that new
2:30
Schoolboy
a.m.?
goes hard. my
Oh,
nigga.
Blakeface is
That new
crazy.
Schoolboy goes hard, and then the Jadakiss verse on there.
I haven't heard
Nigga
it yet.
just dropped.
Yo, listen to it. So that's what you
But
done.
even like, and the shit we were talking about earlier, definitely somewhere in these plugs, these promos, or the videos, we gotta play that. The Absol and the fuck is the nigga
Danny
name?
Brown?
Danny Brown. Nigga.
Yeah, Terrorist Threats. That song's fire.
Gotta play that in the
Amazing.
background. But
Dope
go ahead,
ass
spit
record.
your 5,
You know what I'm
Boogie.
saying? So number 1 on my list has always been fucking Jizza.
Yeah.
Always been Jizza. And then like I usually go like more like towards like an MF Doom. But I don't know, I'm trying to debate it on Cam now because niggas brought up Cam. I'm like, oh shit.
He's undeniable.
Damn, yo. But Pun's on my list.
Yeah.
Always on my list. And I gotta come with Jay. Cause I respect the catalog and I don't, you know what I'm saying, that nigga's gonna put the game to another level. Yeah, and I guess I'll fucking end it up. That's technically 5 because I brought up Cam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if I should like, you know, I ain't trying to add. Everyone else added the 6 though. You know what I'm saying?
Can we collectively agree on an honorable mention for Joel Ortiz?
Nah, not my top 5. Not my top 5. He could rap. He could rap, but not my top 5.
Joe Budden.
That's your
Joe Budden.
Budden.
Yeah, you got mentioned the whole slaughterhouse.
Nigga, but let's talk about nigga. Speaking of Joe's recent news right now. You know what I'm saying? This nigga coming at Drake's neck right now. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, people are gonna say, I get it. People gonna say it's attention seeking, you know, and it's like weird because you've seen Joe's character over the years and like him be quote unquote irrelevant and then pop up as relevant for bad things. So like now this is a music thing that people saying that he's trying to be relevant for. But it's funny because the same relentlessness that he's going towards Drake right now with this shit is like what Drake was doing with Meek. But nobody's making that comparison. And it's why? Is because Drake has completely changed the tide of the game for what it means to be a rapper in a rap battle, which is fucking ridiculous to me personally. Like, no, if it's a rap battle and niggas is rapping bars at you, like, now it's like, yo, you can't just rap bars. No, rapping bars is the second thing. You gotta make it a good song is the first thing. It's like, that shit's weird to me. Yeah. You know, so it's like,
because he made a club banger for a diss track.
Yo, dog, like, yo, it's like, that shit won a Grammy. That shit won a Grammy, bro.
Do that, though. Yeah. The first person to win the fucking Grammy for a diss record.
I didn't even know that.
But,
well, I think I got nominated. Maybe not. Fact check. I don't think it won, but it got nominated.
I think he might have won, bro.
That's wild.
Either way, it's changed the sphere because Joe has said some very relevant and potent stuff about everything from being a culture vulture to like how he changes up here in different places. But people are like, oh, that's Joe Budden being Joe Budden type shit.
I'm not too savvy on the subject, but did Drake say something about Joe Budden?
He hit it. So what happened was Joe first started off with Views. He was talking about Views and he was like, yo, Drake sounds real fucking uninspired on Views. I agree. I don't really like Views like that. I think it's out of like, I'm not a huge Drake fan, but from Drake's catalog, I don't think it's that good of an album. But so Joe was like, yo, he doesn't sound really inspired. He sounds like he's hopping on a different wave from what all these other niggas is doing. And then Drake kind of did like a subliminal shot at him. And Joe's like, I'm not doing no subliminal shot. I'm straight up telling you what the fuck is up.
The reason I asked that question because I actually didn't know whether or not Drake said something.
Yeah.
But Joe said it. Keem sent both the links to us, nigga. And I listened to it. Shout out to Fats Vibes, nigga. I listened to it, and the nigga said, you come at a nigga, I got nothing to lose. And Joe's, he's been relevant since high school. I'm 28, nigga. Like, that nigga can obviously spit.
Nigga
like,
spits, bro.
I spit even bringing it up. Like, the nigga can spit. Like,
nah, Joe got bars, bro, for real.
Wow, that's
real, and no one's doubting that. Like, you listen to the record, it's undeniable.
I don't even like
him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not in love with him. I'm not.
The only way you could deny that record is if Drake doesn't respond.
It's also hubris too, and like and arrogance. It's like,
hubris, dog.
It's like, oh, I chew this nigga. No disrespect, me. I don't want no beef with none of you and them bitter niggas. It's like, oh, I chew this nigga, so like, I'm gonna say whatever I want about Joe, but Joe could spit, my nigga, and Joe's gonna really come at you. And he got like a weird following of niggas that know his whole catalog and been with him for years. So like, they gonna call you out on your shit.
Joe Budden fans go hard, nigga. Trust me, they didn't come at me on Twitter before. I've been talking shit about Joe. I've been talking shit about. One time, my nigga tweeted some shit like, yo, oh, it's a Joe Budden type day. I was like, damn, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. And then Joe Budden retweeted it, nigga, and niggas tried to come at my neck, bro. His fans are crazy on Twitter, bro. Joe Budden retweeted it. Niggas come at my neck. I stood my ground, nigga. I held it up like a man, but yeah.
You still surviving? You still
here? You with us? You with us?
Yeah, they can't. They try to come for me. So Joe does have fans. Yes.
You know my experience.
Yeah.
That's real, man.
For real.
Every time I check in on Joe, he's killing it, bro. I think he really got a reason with this because he made a good point. He's like, everybody know I would win this, like this situation. So what's his reason for coming? Like, you know what I mean? He must really be wilding. And he said he even called Jay out.
Attention shit comes back to that. Like.
Yeah.
He called Jay out too. He said, "Yo, Jay, this is your job.
It's not his first time. That's facts. Let's talk about that, yo. This nigga Drake done mentioned Jay's name in a lot of songs.
He said I used to want to be on signed to the Rock. Now
even
Jay,
he even tried to big bro him on his own record. You know what I'm saying? If you remember back when the Pound Cake shit came out, like he was trying to like do. I'm like, yo, like, man, calm down. You on the track with Jay, nigga? Show some respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but Hov ain't said nothing, yo. Y'all think Hov
takes subliminals, bro?
I honestly, genuinely feel like Hov doesn't give a fuck. No, dead ass. Like I really feel like he's awesome. Like dog, like
So he's not on his hip hop shit right now. He's somewhere else.
It's money.
Right.
It's money. If Drake keeps doing what he's doing, he keeps generating money for the whole industry. He keeps creating these platforms for the whole industry to make money, and Jay makes money off of that industry. It's like, nigga, I'm not. It's like a kid talking to you at a barbecue, nigga.
Facts.
You gonna slap him?
Facts. Yo, imagine Jay. The status that he has at where he's at is on some like nowadays like an Ether Part 2 type shit with Drake. It's like, nigga, that's just not fucking happening, nigga.
It doesn't make sense for him to beef. It's not economically.
He's not trying to do no super ugly dog.
Controversy generates money, right?
But Jay-Z doesn't make money from music no more.
But even back when Eminem murdered him on his own renegade shit, he didn't say nothing. But it caused controversy though, right? I think that's what Drake was trying to do, but he's definitely not no.
And you know he bought that track, right? You know he bought that record.
Did he?
Because I remember I had Jay. I remember I had the original version. Royce the 5'9" was on the original version.
Whoa, Royce!
Yeah,
I didn't think we done. Speaking of Joe, we came at Royce on the previous podcast too. I came at Royce.
Yeah, we
don't
on that shit.
I came at Royce's neck on the previous joint too. But Royce can rap. I listened to his last shit. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, he got some stuff, but Jay bought that. So it made it worse for me. That made it worse. Because when Nas is saying, somebody who's supreme like Nas saying, Eminem murdered you on your own shit, and you know you bought it. You know what I'm saying? You put your verse on after. It's kind of like, damn, he really took a shot.
Yeah.
I love that song. Don't get me wrong. I know all the words Jay says. I respect his verse. But if Nas is to say that to you, like that puts you on another plane, man.
Right.
Damn, but nobody put Nas in the top 5 though.
I noticed that.
Did niggas mention Big?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, yo, like to this, like, there's no doubt, like, ready, like, I mean,
to me, Big is one album, and I love that
entire
album.
career.
Yeah. I mean, like that's what I summarize it to, bro. Because I feel like that Ready to Die album was everything. Like everything came from that.
I think to me, I think as far as where Kendrick gets a lot of like. I'm not saying Kendrick. Obviously, Kendrick's really inspired by Pac. Yeah. But Kendrick is really more reflective of Big as far as album structure goes. Like with like the skits and then the way shit builds and it's a story. Yeah. That's more like Big. And Big is like Ready to Die. Like is a cinematic piece. That is, you can literally watch that and it would be a movie. Like Ready to Die is a fucking cinematic piece. For
real.
Like and that's like my top 5 albums of all time. Not just hip hop of all time. But yeah, I love Big.
Some shit just goes without saying.
Yeah, exactly.
We ain't mean no disrespect.
Yeah.
But some shit just goes
I love you, Big. If you hear this in heaven, I love you, Big.
He's a beast.
We know Big listening, man. Big shit.
But yeah, what were you about to say about
listening because he's alive.
The atmosphere.
He's in Cuba.
Pac got the internet wherever he got Wi-Fi. Wait, no, what were you saying?
What you saying about the atmosphere of music right now? Is that what you just wanted to go?
Yeah, exactly. So like, I mean, so right now, like. We got mentioned prior, like we see a lot of rap that's like when I say lack something, I mean like it's like dudes are really not trying to rap. Like it's like they're freestyling, but it's not freestyling to the sense like what we used to remember. Like for example, Snoop Dogg used to say like he used to freestyle his records, you know what I'm saying? But like Snoop was like rapping about something. Right. Like it's like these kids are dancing around on a beat. And just kind of like playing with the music, letting the music make the records for them.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you listen to like a little Uzi Vert, like he never like it. None of that's comprehensive. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't come together for a record. Like I don't know. I feel like nowadays it's almost to a point where kids aren't trying to rap.
I definitely don't, and I agree with it. And I understand where I think a lot of the kids come from, where it's like, yo, you think about the internet age and the access to different genres and stuff like that. Kids are trying to do something different. But my thing is this, and I was talking about this with somebody. Like, for example, like, I don't hate Lil Uzi Vert. I don't hate Lil Yachty. I don't hate any of these young niggas. I might not like their music a lot, but, it's like this. If you are going on a rap show and you are getting paid at rap venues and you are getting published and read about in a rap publication, for you to say that you're not a rapper or practice that art is kind of like hypocritical. Not kind of. It is hypocritical. And it's disrespectful. No, because Little Yachty at one point said, "I'm not a rapper," and it's like, bro, like you can't say you're not a rapper if you're going on Ebro in the morning, going on Double XL cover on this is all stuff that circles around hip hop. Right. So you can't say that you're not a rapper. So again, I'm not dissing anything that they're doing. I love literally their music, but it's like you gotta like understand that like, yo, like. hey, if it's a subgenre, cool, but it's not. It might not be 100% hip hop, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like other music besides hip hop, but like, you know, and I think the people who push the culture, the people who are on these podcasts, the people who are on these publications have to realize that too. That like, yo, what hip hop is, the 5 things of hip hop: beatboxing, MCing, breakdancing, graffiti, and knowledge.
We love graffiti.
And knowledge. Those things are like, that's what hip hop is.
Right.
And it's evolved, but like, it's like you can't make a disconnect. We can't, you know, it's a subgenre.
But
Exactly.
evolve even kind of speaks to evolution. It speaks to progression. It's
Yeah.
kind of been diluted.
Yeah.
The knowledge is being taken out of it.
Yeah,
street
the
code
knowledge is
being taken out of it.
even if as all that other stuff has changed, like, you're right though, the knowledge is the one thing that should have stayed. That's the number one thing that should have stayed, and it's
Paramount.
yeah, dog. It's not non-existent in the huge sense, in the overarching sense. So yeah, man, it's just. But again, like, I don't mind the music. It's just that, like, it's important that, like, if you're a representative of that and keeping that label, I'm not telling you to be boxed in, but be aware. You know, it's like to go on a show and be like, oh, I don't have to rap. Like, to be like, yo, I don't have to rap, or like, yo, like, this rap beat sucks. Like, if you hear New York State of Mind and you say this rap beat sucks, for one, I'm just pissed that you said this rap beat sucks and you don't know that it's New York State of Mind. I'm like, no, that's history,
But,
bro. Like, that's
but
crazy
these
to
kids
me.
don't do their homework, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's disrespectful. Like, they go on the interviews and they'll say like, oh, I don't listen to like Nas. I don't listen to old rap. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, even for the Tory Lanez kid, he came out and was like, oh, that song that he sung, the fucking cover that he did.
Yeah, from Brownstone.
From Brownstone.
Yeah.
And then he said, oh, I never heard that record before they played it for me.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's important for me. Anytime someone has a song for me and they have the sample, I have to listen to the song.
Yeah.
I can't like have a sample and I'm just like,
What do
okay,
you make
it's whatever.
music for then? Like, why are you making music then? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even respecting the history. You're not respecting the art in itself. You're just like singing the words somebody handed you.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna be.
That's all it comes down to. I'm not trying to hate on a nigga, but I just think it's disrespectful.
Yeah, of course.
I think it's disrespectful.
But he killed
I'm gonna get
Control.
Boston as an old head.
Oh hell
doing
yeah!
this.
Nah, that's
Control.
fire. That's just fire. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he is.
He did kill Control. That shit
The
just
remix.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
For real though. So I mean, so how do you guys what's your like your creative process like? You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Bring me
You trying to get
bring me through a
into that?
studio session with P Goods.
Oh man.
Cause you be on the snap, you be heavy on the snap. You be showing niggas like the bars are there.
Yeah.
You be showing niggas the work is coming. You be putting in the work, and you be doing the same thing, bro. When I be seeing you on your fucking taking the foot with the engineers sometimes, like or doing your little shit. So like it's the same thing, like. But I know that y'all have like a certain way, a certain vibe that y'all set when you watch your movie. What's that like?
Man, I just go in there ready. You know what I mean? Because like once it's down, and for me the fun part is mixing and mastering it to give that sound. Like you get to see how you're presenting it to the people. You know what I mean? And that for me that's the fun part. So go in there, lace it down, and then it's all just editing all day. And then
That actually makes it so.
Yeah, that's literally my process. Like I make sure I go in there. It's already well recorded. I mean, already well known, recited. I'm already going there knowing what kind of energy I want.
So you loaded. When you're in the booth, you just letting them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so I do like. So if you see me snapping, I don't snap a lot, but when I snap, it's a long story of like 6-7 songs where you get snippets from all of them. You know what I mean? That's just how you got to do it. I feel like for my situation, that's it.
That's dope, yo.
For me, it's like my process starts at the crib and is mostly at the crib or traveling around the world. Like I have to be standing up, moving around. I can't just like sit down and write. And also one thing I've learned recently or been doing is cutting back from technology. Like I'm going back to actually writing on notebooks. It's important. I feel like it's really clarifying my stuff. Like the studio for me is the easy part. I'm dead ass. Like I know if I have whatever I have is ready, boom. But the thing is, with me, I hop from like song to song sometimes. So some days I'm feeling like I want to do this song. Some days I feel like doing this song. But at the end of the day, I know once I touch the studio, it's going to be a wrap, honestly. So I'm really happy whenever I'm in the studio. Like it's really easy for me. Like songs get done really quick. But the thing is, it's just that beforehand is actually putting something worthwhile down to even record. Because I'm not gonna waste my time and write some bullshit if I go in the studio and I don't like it, you know. So that really that siphoning, like, there's only so much auto-tune, there's only so much clipping, there's only so much joining of the verse together, there's only so much ad-libs and doubles that you can do to make a song popping, but the bones of the song and the lyrics are what's
Has to have something to stand on.
So that's what I try to build as strong as possible.
Word.
That's
Word.
That's dope.
That's what's up, yo.
Definitely.
So so how about y'all let the people know just what y'all might be working on now or what y'all have out, and just like just let people know where to find you or where to find your work at, you know.
All right. IamPigas.com. IamPigas on all social media. I'm definitely dropping a project in August, second week of August. It's called The Improper Bostonian. You know
I like that. I like that.
That's work. That's work. That's work.
Yeah, man. And it's just a different sound, man. I'm just trying to elevate the sound. You know, there's so much. It's crazy because all this new stuff that's been going on is kind of shifting my mentality. But I'm thinking maybe it might be a good idea to just do what I'm doing and then just speak to the people because sometimes they need to hear it. I got the records for it, so they need to hear it.
So my name is OK.com. Literally, my name is OK.com. OK, not OKAY. And dropped Bigelow in like November last year.
Love that project.
And thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Like, that was like kind of like my first full length thing I did before I did my first one was Yo and like it got like better, not like it got better reception than I expected. And I was like, oh shit, I was like, this is good. So
That was dope.
thank you, dog. Yeah, that's what happens when you do good shit and you're critical of yourself, no bullshit. So I really dead ass can't give details of like what's going on next. But I will say
It's even more dope. See the Asian shit.
I will say expect something to be sonically like just different from what you've heard and also cinematically different from what you've seen. That's all I'm gonna say. So
Fuck with that.
be happy for the future. Some shit will be dropping. I will definitely be giving out news and stuff like that. But just working on myself first and foremost has been the most important process, and in working on myself, it shaped this project. So because I'm good in where I'm at and trying to balance myself more, I'm just trying to give y'all that same energy in a project.
Hey,
So
when it's real, it's real, and perfection is always something you strive for, my nigga. So good for you.
thank you, bro.
Word.
You want to close this out?
Yeah, so I just want people to know, thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to my man, Original Kadeem. Shout out to P Goods. You know what I'm saying? My man Good Math and O. We in here, my man Yoka on the camera. I see you working.
Yeah, the biggest shot because that Pete Goods alluded to it, man, and it's real shit. Engineering is what cleans all this messy ass shit. Nigga, so shout out to him, man.
Exactly. Peace and much love, y'all.